Welcome, Fifi.
Thank you.
How are you doing, my brother?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
Hey, long coming. We've been waiting for you for some time, and we're trying every quarters, but thanks to our numero uno producer of the Rene, Sally Frimpong. Sally, thanks for making this possible. God be with you. Wherever you are, Sally, God be with you. So, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Now, on this segment is Damascus Experience segment.
Okay.
And just like the name goes, we want you to, you see, our icons, our stars like you, most of the youth really, they look up to you guys. And unfortunately, they don't get to discover your true religion or your religious side. So here on this show, we try to uncover that.
Yeah. We
try to lift the lid so people get to know that, guys, you are also part of the fold. You belong to God. So most of them even think that some of you don't even go to church at all. You don't even pray. You don't nothing. I mean, you just movie icons or musicians or whatever. So for you, for the first time on this show, on this channel, tell us how you met the man Christ, Jesus Christ, who ministered him to you.
I think Reverend Ascenso, Ascension Methodist Church, that would be maybe 20 years ago, maybe 20, maybe a little less than 20, but almost like 15 to 20 years ago. Eastern Region, Mount Pongakwapim. I think that was when he did it. He did it. I didn't have it. At the point I felt like I didn't have a choice. I'd come to a point. I think I had finished teachers training college. Young teacher, just posted. I was very young and just running around, just having fun, and then he started drawing me closer to. He had this prayer session, the Methodist prayer renewal program, that he would invite you to come in, and then out of nowhere, I was like, he would call you in the middle of a service and said, "Fifi, come help us pray." In the middle of the church, I said, "What, me?" And so I started like, "Wait, why are you calling me to be part of this? Like, I'm not." So increasingly knowing that he's going to keep doing that to me, I had to start okay, sit up. But he will occasionally just throw a question to you or ask you to do something that you don't feel like you're empowered enough to do that. Watch you, and then he comes back and later calls you to say, "How did that feel?" I said, "So for me, so that means you're not reading, you're not researching, you don't know, you're not learning."
How can you say you don't know what you're at?
No, because at the times he would throw you into like a prayer session, like somebody needs to be prayed for, and in the middle of a whole prayer session says, "You take her and go pray for her,"
because the Spirit has directed him to do just that. And before Christ or God will unction him to do that, it means there's a preparation. I mean, God has prepared you to go and do it. Yeah. But you still...
I was still resisting. I resisted for a long time, and then I think from then became... people don't know this, but I was recruited into ministerialship through him. So I started with the way the Methodist Church works. There's something called Part 1, Part 2.
You were actually recruited into ministerialship.
Yeah.
So you were actually on the road of becoming a minister in a Methodist church.
Yes. I started. I did the exams that we do, like the whole nation, the national examination. There are 2 parts of the Part 1, Part 2. I wrote all of them, passed.
Wow.
I was ordained a local preacher, where around the Coleman North district, the Methodist churches there, the villages, whatever it is, I would go every Sunday. I have this whole calendar where I minister every time. What else? There's a Mount Zion Methodist Church at Monochrome. I was a caretaker of the church.
Really?
For like 2 years before I traveled. The line was there. Like it had. Yeah.
Why did you not follow it? Why did you leave it?
I don't think I've left it. I think the errors in my ways right now is like, instead of making it the thing to do first.
Yeah.
I traveled. I got the chance to travel, to go study outside and all that. And then it was all of this was before University of Ghana. So I'm going to University of Ghana, and theater had always been like my passion, which was what even helped me in ministry, because it was very easy for me to relate to people when I used theater.
Because you were always on the pulpit.
Yes, and it was helping. It really did. And I found theater, and I found my strength in that, and I'll go back and I'll do stuff, and I was very happy with it. And then I traveled, and then got to America, there was church, there was church for a while, and then they desired to work. Like, I'm in America, I have to make it. Like, the stress, and I'm doing an overnight job, and then everything, like, simple, okay, fine. I'm gonna worship my God the best way that I know. Not being fully participating as in ministry and doing all that, but I'll go to church. I'll do whatever is asked of me, and just stay there, in that little.
Oh, Fifi.
I know.
Oh, man. Because let me ask you: Would you one day go back and pick up the Bible and pursue that dream?
I think I can lean on my own understanding for that. I think that I still have the belief. Like, I know my parents do. Like, they listen to me and they were like, just like, my mom still believes, like, listen, I know you will be a candidate. Like, I might just say candidate to the person, like candidate to go into ministry. So it's like you. So my mom still believes in that so strongly. I believe it's something that could happen.
It could happen if
it could happen. Yes, if I allow myself. If like I just submerge into it. It's okay. Listen, I'm gonna take some time off. Just drench myself in everything. Just release, let everything else go, and say this is what I want to do, and then wait for the word to just tap me to say, okay, my son, you're ready. Go do whatever you have to do.
Wow, great revelation right here on Hits 103.9 FM. Okay, so do you like Joe Metal?
Yes.
Yeah, and aside Joe, which other Ghanaian artists do you? Yokai. Me J-O-E. How about the ladies?
No. I'm really, really sold on these two. I mean, Joe, not as much as I am on the new kind. Like, new kind is like in my CD in the car, like everything. If I want to worship in the morning, whatever.
What's it about new kind?
Maybe if I could put a finger on it, I'll say it. But for some reason, I can't stop listening to him. Like for some reason, like when he starts, he has this 12-track CD that is in there, like it's on repeat. Like it's like every single song on the CD is like a sing along for me. Everyone starts like sing along for me. And I think I was there for an album launch too for this one, and I just watching him worship live and all that was just a different experience for me. And also I haven't been here in a long while. Like for 10 years I was away. So when I came back, and like the few words that I could just rather gravitate towards was like, oh, there we go. Oh, I like Adithero Salute.
Munio.
Yes.
Diana H, you help me out saying.
Yes. I also saw her in concert in Kumasi as well.
Okay.
So yes, yeah. I think the people that actually sing in concert there, the ones like come to here, Kumasi.
Okay, but listen, you look good. You're a very good-looking guy. How are you able to? Is it because of your good looks that you get a special? Okay, let me begin from here. Stage plays and normal movies. We see you more on the stage than the normal movies.
Yes.
Why is it so?
One of them,
is it that you don't get the roles, the producers don't get to give you roles to do the normal movies, or there's something we need to know?
So one of them for me, let's start from one of them for me is instant gratification. The other is an unknown gratification. What if I'm on stage, I have the power to control my audience. I know the response that I get when I'm on the stage. Like, it's there. I can see them, how they relate towards it. When I do a movie, somebody watches in their house and they wouldn't, like, I don't know how they felt like when they watch my movie. I don't get that response that I get from that. And the adrenaline, like the whole feeling of knowing that there's a live audience watching you, you can't afford to make a mistake, and you have to get everything right and perfect in terms of your acting and your skills. It's just a motivation enough for me to want to love that sector so much. So film per se, I'm very selective with I think every actor should be, and it has to be worth it.
Okay.
It has to be a story that I really, really want to be part of for it. So it's not the lack of the offer, because it's there, the script. So I had a movie, do you want to come in part of it? And it's like, okay, what was the last movie you did? And can I see the script? And we see it, and it's like a 40-page script for like a 2-hour movie. And it's like, okay, so what are we going to do for the rest of the 120 pages that is missing in the script that you just sent me? So it's just when I was growing up, I made mistakes, in choices of movies that I want to do and all that. But now that you found a little wisdom in the field in which you want to be, you try to listen. I would rather do one good movie a year than do 20 movies that will not see the day of life there. So,
really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, but would you say you're okay? Clarify that you are more of a theater person.
I am 100%. I am 100%. I own it. I love it. It's just like I don't have a choice. I would choose even at the point where I have a great movie script and a great stage, I'll take a great stage. So,
wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
So which of them? Okay, you've tested stage and you've tested film. Which one pays better than the other?
For me, in the past, I did film basically because there was money. Like the money was better there. But within the last year and a half, coming now, stage has always paid me better than film. So,
really?
Yeah.
Stage pays.
Stage pays.
You're sure about that?
I'm super
It's
sure about
not
that.
just because that's your market, so
No,
you're trying to promote that market.
No, I'm super sure, but it's just like it's stage pays. Trust me, it does. You have to be wise about it. Like let me a typical example. So what National Theatre sees about how many people? 1,500 people.
Yeah, about 1,500 to 2,000.
Yeah, so let's say people are buying tickets for single 550, double 80. Do the math there, and then you have a play where you have a cast of maybe 4 people. So you're
doing like 3 days shows.
Yeah, 3-day shows, and you put it all together, and then you're very likely to get some good sponsors on board. They pay literally for the National Theatre, so the 15,000 is for the space is paid for. Your other sponsor is buying paying for the lights and the sounds and all that stuff for you. People are giving you food to give to the cast and crew, so you're not even taking care of finding them. Finding sponsors is an issue, but once you get them on board, the gate is yours, because they're not going to come back for money from you. So the gate is yours. You pay your actors, and then you have something.
So stage is commercially viable in this country.
It is.
Yeah. How? So why are we not seeing more of stage stuff going on in this country?
Because the culture of stage somehow died, and then it was revived maybe 10 years from now. It was revived by one person. Uncle Wood started doing a great job by reviving it, and now a lot of people have now been conscientized on stage, and really conscious because they loved it before.
Yeah.
I know what they loved it before, so but that would be returning to what they used to love on stage, and that's all thanks to Uncle Wood. He started, and then Sadiq picked it up, April Communications National Corp picked it up, the other people have forgotten their name, Yada, productions.
Yes.
So now there like this quality of stage production that are going on that are very relatable to the ordinary Ghanaian who wants to, not just come love but learn, take a lesson from it in a way that they can relate to. And so, yes, now the culture, I still think we have a lot to do.
A lot.
We wish that every month there's something showing. Like, as every month there's a play, but it's still not there yet. But from the way we are going, the new directors that are coming up, a new production house as well, so like getting towards stage. Pretty sure every Saturday, Sunday, or every weekend there will be a play in the National Theatre.
It will be busy.
And it will be busy, and it will be filled.
Okay.
So,
How's your production cost like? I mean, if you vary that, just oppose that to movie.
so for stage, your main costs are going to be around maybe TNT for rehearsal space. Printing off scripts. It's like now everybody has a phone. You just send them an e-script, and everybody just learning from where else will it be? Basically, and then props. Okay, so you're the props and costume.
Exactly.
Props,
Costume,
yeah.
yeah.
Yes, that's where like your major costs are going to be. But like I'm saying,
But not so much.
not so much at all. And like somebody, let's say me, that I went to school performing arts. I did study this art, and I have people who know me in terms of when it comes to theater. So even when I need help with, which is very grateful, that's why we do this whole networking thing with makeup or with costume. I know a costume designer that I went to school with that has got into doing his own thing. Oh, bro, I'll go support you.
Okay.
And all
Okay.
that.
So
and all
I mean,
that.
you are interrelated. You
Yes.
find help
You
from
find
each
help
other.
from
You're
each
connected.
other. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, but that's good. Means your margins are good. You
It's
got good margins.
Trust me, it's good. So for the idea, I think what I forgot is also about promotion.
Okay.
Getting people to know about what is happening. It's just so key, because once you sell it out there, the play goes viral, people are excited about waiting to come and see it. Your job is done.
Wow. quick one. Clarify this for me. I understand. It's rumored to be that you are actually the brain behind Pulse.com on social media. Is it true?
Okay, so I am not the brain behind Pulse TV, Pulse.com, Pulse. So it's a Swiss owned company, Ringier. We are digital publishers, and for the video production and the Pulse TV section, I am the MD for that section. So the little video clips that you see, all those things, they are.
So that's your handiwork.
That's what
you're a big man. Fifi, you're a big man. You're hiding. But that's good. It pays. Does it pay?
Yes, it pays.
Those short stuff.
Yes, it does.
With Pulse.
Yes, it does.
I've seen a lot of them that you guys are making millions.
Yeah. Well, yeah. If we get people on board, if we get sponsors on board, people bring. So we do native arts and all those things. Where people say, okay, use one of your programs to put our thing out there. Whatever they pay for it, those things. So, yes,
wow. Great. So guys, Pulse. Those guys following Pulse, and I'm a serious fan of Pulse.com, and I'm happy to know that. He's one of the great guys behind that. That's good business. So why that? What brought about that side of putting out the news or putting out the entertainment out there? We're used to just reading the print, reading the black and white inks, and what brought about that?
The millennials became too many. Everybody left the TVs. Nobody was watching the TVs no more. Everybody was stuck to their phones. The phones became the next thing. And if I have to produce for the phone, because the guy in the trotro is like on the phone throughout. People are watching TV, they're on the phone. They're watching a movie and they still have their phone, like they're on Instagram. They watch like 1 minute of it back to Instagram, music and all that. So it's like it's just an area that everything is going digital now, like every single thing. So even the mainstream TV stations are now getting apps for it. So if you don't want to watch your LED big screen in the house, I can still give it to you on the phone, because everybody is on the phone now.
We've seen a lot of your colleagues. I mean, in other space of entertainment, doing music, doing other stuff, and that goes seriously. And some of them have come out recently to express the fact that they are depressed. Depression is killing a lot of the youth of today. Not just the icons, but even some of the listeners who are listening to you now. This channel is actually fashioned to suit young adults. So we have those in the high schools, those young graduates from the universities, those in the they just landed a new professional job in a bank or insurance companies, and they are listening to you right now. Have you gone through depression before? And how did you deal with it?
I have. I think this was when I first traveled. Before I traveled, by God's grace, there was the Fifi Coleman that had just started. So I had started experiencing fame and the little things that comes with it, and all that. And then I just and then I left to America. Okay. Now over there nobody knew me. So the first year or whatever in America is like still living in the little world of like Fifi Coleman and all that. But then you have to work, and then with my first class and everything, you have to start working at a Walmart, at the grocery store, bagging people's stuff. I worked at a warehouse where I was picking up mattresses, putting them in trucks and all that. And then I look back at home, and my colleagues that I went to school with, that were doing this together, and they were thriving, and I was looking at their life, and I was looking at mine, and it was a very terrible moment for me. It was a very terrible moment for me. Like I became evil towards myself. I didn't like me anymore, and I became envious, and I didn't understand. It was like social media was pain for me. Like to go there to see what other people are doing and what they're working on was like, I don't want to see how successful you are getting, and I'm here I'm here bagging groceries, or the electronics department trying to explain what a transistor radio is and what why buy this TV and not that TV and all that. But then at the end of the day, you go back home, and then in thoughts about this was That was a very
Tough time.
Tough time for me.
So how did you deal with it? Did you deal with it with drugs? How did you manage your depression?
It's funny, in trying to deal with it, I lost a lot of money in the beginning stages, because then I would just up and come to Ghana. Like I save a little and so I'm going back to Ghana. I couldn't stay constantly to do anything. I just keep coming, get to Ghana, then go back, and then as fast as I come, I'm going back to Ghana. Ghana is home, and I come back to Ghana, and then somehow I just find myself going back again. And then it was a period where I think it's grace. I think it's just some form of grace, and I told myself that I am positioned everywhere I am for a reason. Like, I didn't just get up. It didn't just happen that I find myself in this place at this appointed time. And instead of seeing all the things that I am not because of where I am, think about what you are because of where you are.
Yeah.
Like, what the opportunities that are available to you. Because I was even blind to what was right there. Like, you are in America. Come on. There was a lot. Look, you could learn. You could go back to school. The infrastructure was there. There was what else? And then so gradually I started. It's funny. I keep telling people now that I don't know jealousy.
Okay.
I don't know jealousy. I don't know envy anymore. Like, it can never affect me in any way of my life. Like, I see you and I'm so happy for you, and I'm telling myself that, look, I am where I am because maybe I will not be able to handle this.
Okay.
Maybe if I had this in my life, it would have destroyed me. And I don't know any better. Like, there is no way I would know better than my maker, and he wouldn't. Like, it is never in his plans to position me in a place where I should be I should find myself in a position where I am envious of something, or I'm jealous, and I'm thinking about what I could be, and now sit home and not, just keep getting depressed over and over again, and being angry for nothing.
So for you think that don't be envious of people. You think that if you're not envious of people, if you're
because most of I think finding satisfaction in wherever you are, finding the good, because sometimes you're in a position and you're saying, like even the one who's so hungry and is crying on the street for food would think about the one who's not alive. How about that?
Okay. Nice one there.
Yeah.
Have you been called by GRA already?
Oh.
Yeah, GRA is taxing
entertainment
people.
I know.
Have you been called already?
No, I haven't been called yet. But I've had a lot of my colleagues. They say, wait, they don't call you yet. I said, no, they don't call me. I said, okay, wait, you only come. As I hear you, I did whatever they call.
What do you make of the whole thing about now the wake up call? Like, all of a sudden, everybody is being called to come and pay tax. What do you make of it, Mike Captain?
See, as a citizen, I do know that I have to pay my taxes. That is key. Like, no one can, if you earn any income anywhere, you have to pay taxes. When I was a teacher, it was taken right out of my salary. Income tax, they were taking to give it to the government. Fine. So that put aside. Now you come to my world, like entertainment, like movie industry, theater, and all that. You want me to pay taxes? Number one, I think the errors in the way that they're doing is that they are failing to prove income. They are failing to understand that way. How do you determine that I made A, B, C, D for you to say because of that I'm owing you this amount of money? Here's also another angle we are coming from, and I think it was I don't know. I had a photo shoot with him like a couple of days ago. We were saying that let's take the motorway for instance, right? So you go through the motorway, you pay a toll, and then you go there. Fine. They did not build a toll booth before they did a road. They did a road, and then they put a toll booth there. Right? Okay. Build the infrastructures. Lay the groundwork for my job, my profession, where I am to thrive.
Great.
Then come to me and say, give me money.
Okay.
Because if it's not there and I'm struggling, and in our world, in our industry, it's where you're my best friend. How much? Boss, just give me fuel. You think I've shot a movie, so I just made like maybe $5,000 on the movie, but I made 500 CDs because he just gave me petrol for my car, which is understandable because we help each other in this world. So if you're going to tax me based on the idea that, oh, he did 5 movies, pause right there. Find out how much did the person make out of these 5 movies, and even the producer hasn't even paid the person yet, or whether the movie has been released. Where is the movie right now? The movie was shown once at Silver, but it hasn't been shown again, and they're taxing me for money for that movie. So, hey, we understand we have to pay our taxes and contribute to the building of our nation. We don't have a problem with that. Please do us this favor. lay down the infrastructures, lay down the grounds for our work to thrive, lay down for our investment, ourselves, because we are producing ourselves literally right now, lay down the platform for all these things to thrive. Once you do that, you're very willing to say, oh yes, because you did this when I showed my movie here, I made this amount of money, it's 10% here, it's your cut out of it. You can even be in the know of everything if you play the strategies very well. But for now, they're calling back and forth. I think what is going to happen is that we are going to determine or tell you how much we made and pay based on that, and you can challenge us because you don't have the burden, you don't have the proof. The burden of proof is on you to say this is what you made, so pay this amount.
So you agree with the Lil Wayne and Mrs. Hill who are saying they won't pay because their business is not booming?
My point is if there's a proof, you understand what I'm saying?
Because yours is to get the proof.
Yeah, mine is like, because it's like, I do understand. Just so nobody quotes me, wrongly. I do understand my responsibility to my country as a citizen to pay taxes. I do get that. It's there. But do not charge me a tax or say pay this amount of tax on an income that you do not know. That's why I say eventually I would have to determine and say, well, I made 2,000 the whole of last year, so how much do I owe you? And you're going to charge me based on that. But if you had laid the structures, you would know, because it will go through you. If the theaters are all owned by government, so whoever is going through the tickets and everything, so the government already knows. So you can't come and say, I sold only 30 tickets. Excuse us. We were there. It's our place. We know the number of people it was seated. We know the number of tickets that you sold. Based on that, you can confidently say, Mr. Fifi Coleman, you owe the government 50,000 Ghana cedi. Right away, we'll pay you through that.
Okay. Just before you go, do you get the roles you get because of your good looks? Especially with film.
I think I've earned my roles based on the training that I've received in acting and the execution that I've put out every time I'm involved in something. There's so many, let's say, handsome guys out there. There's so many cute looking guys out there who are also in the same industry. So if it is based off of that, and I'm pretty sure I wouldn't be the one getting those roles, they will be ahead of it. But I paid my dues. I've been in this for like almost close to 20 years I've been doing this. So I think 20 years down the road, it would not be because of looks, it would be because he can deliver. And I know I can deliver. So I would rather think that I'm getting my roles. No one has ever called me because of that. Maybe I have done some roles that was like, the good looking guy role, the how do you call it, the sweet boy look roles thing. So maybe that I've gone on for a while, but it has never been entirely that, the guy is fine, so let's put him in a role. It has never been like that. I know I'm super talented and know what I do. So,
nice. Yeah. So you get a role because of your competence?
Yes.
Not because of your good?
Yes. Okay. And I think everybody out there who wants to do this thing, do not use your charms to go get a role. Don't do it. It will fade. When it fades, you're stuck.
Okay.
When the charm fades, right now, God forbid, get in an accident, I get a big scar in my face. They saw it up, I have a huge one. Does that mean I'm not going to work again? Okay. No, they will call me because I can deliver.
Okay. Yeah. Gabriel Tredaku thinks that you guys are doing whack movies.
Well, Gabriel,
have you heard that?
I heard that. I think I had a response for him. Gabby knows some things, which I understand. When it gets to those areas, I get it. But when it comes to the industry and what we are struggling to achieve now, I think he knows a little bit less than what he thinks that he knows about it. He's not entirely wrong what he said. What he said was, the issue I had with what he said was, first of all, the comparisons of the industries that he put together. That is one for me. Number two, when he said that, I was hoping that he's going to conclude to say that, so we promised that in lieu of all these cultural supremacy promotion, MPP right now, as we promised you in the campaigns that we're going to build A, B, C, D, we are now ready to do it to see how you can do A, B, C, D. I wanted to hear that part of it as well. He might have chanced upon 10 whack movies. There are whack movies in Ghana. There's no whack movies in Ghana. There are whack movies in Ghana. But there are also equally great movies done by people that just love the art so much that they put in all their best. They didn't even make their money back out of it, but they still put it out there. We still have movies that are showing in headlines. Someone was talking about, Nigeria put Lionheart on Netflix. And I said, Ties That Bind was on Netflix like years ago. I was even in the States, and that was from Leila years ago, but nobody made a big deal out of it in Ghana here at all. Even you see our own, nobody even mentioned it, and Lion had made it, and everybody's just talking about it. Oh, next place, blah, blah, blah. I get all that. What we are saying is this: provide us with what could make the industry thrive. Thank you for shedding the light that okay, it is work. Fine, you saw some work movies. Don't first of all blanket it, make a blanket statement like that. Because when he said that it included music, included the creative arts, there's a lot going on bigger than that. Okay, and there are people whose backs they're carrying Ghana to places by themselves, like with the creative arts. They're doing this like. Look, the Stone Boys, the
Sax and all that.
Yeah, they're doing it all by themselves. No government help, nothing. So good identification of a problem. Come on, bring solutions. Let's go.
Great. It's been a nice time here on the TRG show with Fifi Coleman. What will be your final issue on the show with Ghanaians?
I just want to I think when you're talking about the Damascus that you mentioned something. Trust me, all those of us in the industry, we do know God. You wouldn't believe some people, like when you see them, or when they go down on their knees right and they start talking to their Father, you just pray, just keep understanding that we are not doing this all by ourselves. We do know where the source of our power, our abilities are. We do know that, and we're very grateful that mercy triumphs over judgment. Thank you. Yes.
Thank you. It's been a nice time with you.
Thank you.
God be with you.
You too.
Our prayer is that you pick up the Bible again in future. God be with you. Thank you. Okay, it's been a nice time here with Fifi Coleman. I've taken just about 2-3 minutes of my brother's time, but I know he will always forgive me. He will always forgive. Thank you. King Legacy is next with Yard Settings between now and the hour of 10. Please don't change this dial. This is Hits and Women Entertainment, and it's been the TRG show. My name is Franky 5. Thanks to my team of producers, NYB Derek, Mario B, Gabby Angels, and Lady Thurs. Next week, we come your way with another mind-blowing interview. So stick and stay right here on Hits 103.9 FM. When you stop to say a prayer, please say one for me. Thank you.